Hey everybody, Steve here from the Vinyl Record Mission, flying solo today. If you have this box set and it's still sealed, I'm going to insist that you open it as soon as possible. Stay tuned and find out why.
3, 2, 1.
Your two favorite guys, Ryan and Steve from the Vinyl Record Mission.
Wanted to let you know about a video that came across my feed in the last day or so. And what was so shocking about it is that it was 7 years old, this video. First of all, it was from a great channel, Frank, over at channel 33 RPM, which I just discovered. The video that he did was about his copy of this that he had. And he had a sealed copy at one time, I believe, but what he had found is he hadn't listened to it in a very, very long time, and he pulled it out to listen to it, and he found out that it had been ghosted. If you're not familiar with that term, ghosting, what it means is that the inner sleeves cast a shadowy film over the vinyl. You can see it very good on black vinyl. It's very tough to see on colored vinyl, and even more difficult to see on clear vinyl. I've had a lot of records in the past come to me that way that were from the 50s and 60s. When I saw this video, it freaked me out. I picked this up in a collection that I got about a year and a half, 2 years ago. It was sealed in there, and I was so ecstatic. I mean, I've got a pretty decent Led Zeppelin collection, everything that I need, that I love to hear. We're gonna open this up right now, and I'm really, really nervous about finding out whether or not my records have been ghosted, and I'll be very disappointed if they are. So let's check it out. Let's get it opened. Poor Frank's records were ghosted. In the video, he even claims that he can hear it, and it does affect the sound quality. It can create a hissing noise, but it definitely is not something you want to have on your records. So let's get this thing opened. Start there. Get that tour. All right. And this is from 2007, this box set here. There we go. Tore right down the spine. And man, I might even be able to get it back in there. No, I'm just kidding. We won't do such a thing. All right. Getting this off of here. Probably fold this up and save it or cut it out. And I like to save these things, the hype stickers, and keep them with the records. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, that's obviously, that comes off. That is a piece of paper that is on the back side. And that's the back side of the box, the Swan Song logo, which is really cool. Let's check it out. This is the final moment of truth. All right, we've removed the lid. It's got a thing of bubble wrap in there. How nice is that? That's between this booklet and the top. So that's the booklet. Wow, really great packaging. Look at this. This is an inner sleeve. An inner sleeve. However, there is no record in it. So it looks like they've got inner sleeves. Here's another cool feature of this. They thought of everything on this. They've got this in there, and this is to pull the records up, as you can see. So you can pull the stuff out. You ever tried digging your fingers in here and your fingernail either chips, one of the inner sleeves, or you end up putting stress on the corners, and next thing you know, you got split corners on your box set. This was genius. Whoever thought of that? There is a inner sleeve for each of the band members. That's John. That's John Paul. And then you got John Bonham. And of course, lastly, Mr. Plant himself. And these are the sleeves that they were talking about right here. These are like some kind of I think polypropylene or I don't know. I'm not sure, but whatever they are, apparently they leave ghosting. Let's see. It's a moment of truth for mine. And there is some slight ghosting on here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but you see how it's a little bit hazy? I don't know if you can see the haze, but yeah, it's very light, and sometimes if it's very light, it doesn't affect the play. If I can do a quick little needle drop and see, Frank's was pretty obvious. You were able to really see it. So let's have a listen real quick. Let's see if I can get some sound here for you guys to hear. Yes! I am happy to report that there is no effect in the sound from what looks to be very, very little ghosting, and apparently I caught it in time where I will be putting it in a different sleeve, and it will not continue to get worse. So very, very happy to report that. Let's see, we've got 2 other records in here to check on. And yeah, I can honestly say there's a very, very slight ghosting, but nothing that actually affected the quality of the sound as you just witnessed yourself. You heard it. They are still pretty glossy, but you can see a little bit of a haze on there beginning. I am super, super happy, and I want to extend huge thank you to Frank over at Channel 33 RPM for bringing this to light. I really, really would have been devastated had I waited another 5 years to open it up and listen to it and find that it was damaged beyond repair. So I'm very, very grateful that my telephone was invading my privacy, because I posed this question to Frank. I said, Frank, don't you find it strange that somehow AI knows that I have a sealed copy of this, and they put this video at the top of my feed? And maybe I've mentioned it before when I've talked about it in my house, but my phone was not on. But my wife and I have been finding lately that, if we talk about anything, and we're not even on our phones are on our nightstands, and we're talking about, we're getting old. So, we're talking about Motrin, and we could be talking about one thing like allergies or nasal sprays or something. And then we'll find like the next day or two, there's on our Google feed, we're getting recommended like nasal sprays, and there's allergy medicines being advertised and marketed to us. And we even have that Siri thing turned off, so that it's not listening to us, supposedly. But we haven't really, I guess, looked into it deep enough to find out how we can protect our privacy and the things that we're saying around our phones, which are more and more seeming like bugs. Like the federal government has us bugged through our cell phones. I know it sounds like the conspiracy theorists, but I mean, there's no denying that when you're talking about something one day and the next day it shows up on your feed, that is some kind of artificial intelligence at work. Anyways, enough about that. Frank, again, thank you so much. I am going to enjoy listening to this record. I can't wait to listen to it in its entirety to make sure that there are no other defects. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and until next time, take care.
If you haven't, make sure you hit like and subscribe to the Vinyl Record Mission so that way you don't miss out on any future content. More videos coming your way.